Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here with Wakefield. After a beautiful transfer window in which we spent a buttload of money. In fact, we spent $267 million on transfers. Actually, $254 million on transfers. We've only earned 75 from transfers. We're down in the dumps by $80 million on the profit margins. I'm not too worried about that. It is FIFA at the end of the day. This isn't Football Manager where that would actually kind of matter to an extent. As far as the league goes, we obviously sit in 7th. One win against Leeds in which we quick simmed, and then one loss against Sheffield United at the very beginning of the season. We won the Community Shield against City, and we are in Group G of the Champions League in which we have Hoffenheim, Celtic, and Vålerenga Football in our group. It should be a very easy group with Hoffenheim giving us the most trouble and maybe Celtic giving us some trouble as well. This episode we have Southampton, Everton, Hoffenheim, Nottingham Forest, Preston in the Carabao Cup, Leicester as well. I'm honestly not sure who I'm going to play because this whole month is looking easy. Hoffenheim's obviously the hardest team. We might play the Southampton game at St. Mary's, and we'll go ahead and go for there. We did sign Mosqueda at the end of the window, and he is now on the bench as well. Our bench is looking somewhat nice now, a little bit. I would like to have a third striker, possibly, but that can happen in the Youth Academy, to be honest. Jacobs and Vargas are in the starting 11, as well as Mosqueda is going to get his debut at St. Mary's. Let's see what we can do against the Southampton. Alright, let's go. Also, I am recording this. This is probably, by the time you're seeing this, I recorded this literally a week ago. I have to kind of record a lot in advance because if my mods, they update the game and update the mod file, I don't get the mod for another week after the update, so I kind of have to have a little bit of storage in my locker. So that is why I normally record a week or so ahead. That way I have enough of a buffer range. Young should win that header. He won't. Davey will head it. Steele can't win the second header. And Costa Nuo hits the crossbar. And Doberg will get to the rebound. And Southampton have the lead. It's 1-0. Jacobs, second effort into the back of the net. It's 1-1. Is every keeper I'm playing against named Berdon? Because Sheffield United's name was Berdon. This guy's name is Berdon. I don't know where Jacobs is going, but it's 1-1. Can we get a halftime goal? It's Davey in behind. It's Davey to take the lead with a very weak shot for his standards. It's 2-1 now against Southampton. Crossed in. Hoffman makes it 3-1. Dolberg 3-2. They get one back with 20 minutes left to go. Knuckleball of dreams. Is it going to work out? I doubt it. That's game over, though. We win our first game of the episode, 3-2 against Southampton. We'll quick sim this game at Goodison Park against Everton, and we'll go ahead and pick up another win. Davey and Hoffman on the score sheet as well. 2-1 win against Everton. Our first Champions League game, and it's against Hoffenheim. They have Moise Keans and Castellanos as their starting strikers. I believe that's Ben White at right back. I'm hoping that's not the goalkeeper Hein from Arsenal at center back. That'd be one for sure. Over the top for Steele. He's in behind. Steele on the volley. Saved by Golini. Moyano over the top for Davey. In behind. Davey shot blocked. Back into the box. Moyano header is going to fall to the keeper. He palms it out. And I think they're going to give Golini the foul. They will. Fine. Tackled, and a foul will be called, and we'll actually go to halftime before that. Halftime, 0-0 in our first Champions League game. Davey will cut back in. Ziegler, first time finish, blocked. Steele should get to the second ball. He'll find Hoffman. Hoffman has space. Hoffman takes the lead for Wakefield. It's 1-0. And he scores the first goal of our Champions League campaign. Of course, it had to be Hoffman. There was no other player besides Hoffman that could have scored that. Guesia, Moise Keane, and Guesia, Keane again. Out wide for Taylor now. Sieta trying to play defense. He's going to fall for Castellanos. Now Keane deflected and into the back of the net. It's 1-1. Young is going. Young off kickoff. It's only Young, though. Nobody else is there with him. He'll get the shot off, but it'll be deflected and an easy save for Golini. And that might be it. That might just be 1-1. Can't find anyone, and he'll get tackled, and that will be game over. A 1-1 draw in our first Champions League game. Look at our home stadium in the background. It's a much bigger stadium. Actually, I don't know how many. I don't know what the capacity is, but very outdoorsy stadium in our first home game of the Premier League that I'm actually playing. And we are going with an altered team here. Sierra, Mosqueda, Ryu, and Young as our backline. Moyano and Vargas remain as our midfield. Cunningham, Ziegler, and Steele out wide. And then Simon Hoffman as our starting striker. I'm not sure why commentary stopped there, but it did there. And today, this could be a very special game for a certain someone if they were to score possibly 2 goals. DaCosta. Oh! 1-0 for Nottingham Forest. Johnson, DaCosta, saved by Evans, out for a corner. Cunningham crossed in, Hoffman is there. He's going to get tackled though. Moyano's second ball. He'll pass it back to Vargas, but I didn't realize what time it was, and that's halftime. Down 1-0. And DaCosta's in behind. DaCosta, the Ronaldo regen, makes it 2-0 for Nottingham Forest. Trufe, Ariu, can the game just be over? Thank you. A 3-0 miserable loss. I'm going to absolutely beat the living heck out of Preston right now. Now we are playing Preston, and you can see one man, and actually the whole team is rotated besides 2 players. Juarez at center back, and then Hoffman obviously at striker. There's a reason why. I mean, Hoffman and Jacobs are a strong duo-ship. I could start Robert, but there's a reason why I want to play with Hoffman, and it's going to have to happen soon. Cross comes in again. Controller disconnect again. I'm hoping the header doesn't go in. It won't because Esposito is there to save it. He'll save it again. I don't know who's on the line there. Han, get rid of it. Cunningham heads it away a little bit. But Preston on the attack, and Preston has the lead thanks to Brewster. 1-0 for Preston. Barrios now, Jacobs, Hoffman, Cunningham out wide. Cunningham, Adams, no. Big deflected though. Almost went deflected into the back of the net. The goal back before halftime. Jacobs, Hoffenheim in behind. Did he stay on side? Did he? Yes, he did. Hoffman scores to make it 1-1 against Preston. And the shot will come in off a deflection, and it's 2-1. Preston have the lead again. Somehow, some way, they're absolutely scamming it. Moyano over the top for Steele, and Steele might be in behind. Steele in behind, and Steele will level it up. It's 2-2. Hoffman should look for Davey. He's going to take this himself, though. And Hoffman for goal number 200 of his career here at Wakefield. That's the reason why I wanted Hoffman to score 2. That's goal number 200 of his career here at Wakefield over both spells at the club. Goal number 7 of the season equals goal number 200 of his career here at Wakefield. Absolutely insane. The first one to do it, the closest one right now, actually I can tell y'all that, the closest one right now is Jack Laird, who has 82, and actually it's Harrison Steele now, because Harrison Steele is at 82 and he's technically at 83 plus now this season. Actually no, Harrison Steele is at 52, I should say, goals. 52 goals. Jack Laird is next up, then Keith Fagan, then Daniel Weber, then Moyano is at 30. So a couple of former players are still within our ranks. Hoffman being the number 1, he's been absolutely flooring it. Obviously, when he was so insane in the lower leagues, he's absolutely destroyed them. And he was insane last season as well, and he might be insane this season as we cross in. If we score with him again, we'll get a hat trick, and we'll complete 1/3 of an objective. Jacobs. He'll back pass for Moyano. Jacobs finding Hoffman, tackled. Break past this defender and you're gone. Break past the defender, you're gone. Break past this one now as well. Hoffman, he should sweat it, but he's going to take it himself. And Hoffman, a hat trick for him. Goal number 201. And Hoffman will go ahead and get a hat trick. That will complete 1/3 of the hat trick objective. Absolutely insane from Hoffman. He's going to have a great season. A hat-trick on a day, on his momental day, 200 goals of his career, like I said, here at Wakefield. And we go ahead and win 4-2 against Preston. They put up a hell of a fight, but thankfully the Hoffman show took over, and he'll take the ball. And goal number 200 of his career, he'll hang that up for sure in his locker. And we'll go ahead and end the episode pretty much where we started it, in 7th. 3 wins, 0 draws, but 2 losses. We lost to Nottingham Forest. I can't believe we lost to Nottingham Forest. Was that a home game? It was a home game. So we go ahead and lose one of our 5 games allowed at home to Nottingham Forest pretty early in the season. I'm hoping I don't lose one for at least into December when we have a bunch of fixtures in there. I will see y'all for next episode. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.